Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome you back to our Baldur's Gate 3 Let's Play featuring the Dwarf Druid, Beâr Thrylls. These last handful of sessions have been excellent for us. We've managed to rescue Halsin, we've managed to eliminate the goblin threat, the refugees are now free to leave, and the grove is actually going to be left open, so all good things. Which of course means that things are going to turn sideways and go horribly wrong any second now. First things first though, let's go ahead and make our way to our camp, where there's a party waiting for us and a long rest as well. We desperately need to replenish our spell slots, but let's also see what happens tomorrow morning when we speak to Halsin after this night has been spent partying. Ooh, hang on a second. Volo! Volo, you're here! Oh, wonderful stuff. I have no idea how that worked out, but it did, and that makes me extremely happy. I was like, the first thing I noticed with like the bright blue in the corner there. Alright, I mean, hey, let's go speak to him first. I was expecting to meet our tiefling friends here as well, but maybe that'll only happen once we go to bed tonight? I don't see anybody. I wonder... Well, okay, first of all, let's speak to Volo and see what's going on. Volo and... Who the hell are you? Withers. I don't recall the Withers. Do you recall the Withers? I don't recall the Withers. Volo first, though.
Yes, my friend? I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company.
Do you have nothing to say about, like, why you were at the goblin camp and stuff? How did you find this camp?
Finding is my job, my friend. If there's anything in the world worth knowing, I assure you, I do.
I have my doubts about that. What do you know about mind flayers? Oh, wow, hilarious. I was going to go right there. Yeah, exactly. What do you know about mind flayers then?
Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know? Quite shocking. The druid Halsin had some kind of mind flayer specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close.
That's all you've got for me. Great. And their parasites? Do you know anything about them?
As a matter of fact, I do. But why do you?
I don't know if I should be honest about this, but again, I am who I am, and I don't think I'd see a problem with sharing. A mind flayer planted one of their larvae in my brain.
That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now.
Okay, he actually does know stuff. I'm genuinely quite surprised. He does know stuff. If only your disbelief could alter facts. Or ceramorphosis? Tell me more. I mean, I know what that is. I've seen it in action, but... Tell me more.
I can't attest to the specifics, but I do know that not long after insertion, the host, that's you, turns into a mind flayer. As there's not a tentacle on your head, I can only assume you haven't been infected.
Well, if only your disbelief could alter facts.
If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flayer? Huh, ridiculous. Isn't it?
I like this guy. Examine me, find out for yourself. Of course, utterly ridiculous, or doubts aside, you should keep your distance from me. No, I think, I think it's important that we tell him the truth about who we are if he's going to be joining our band and stuff like that. I also think that we're not necessarily afraid of admitting the truth here, and if he does know things, which clearly he does, then maybe there's value in letting him know what's going on with us. Maybe he does have some answers, and turns out, you know, in a twist of fate, turns out that he's actually a genius as opposed to just a charlatan.
Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, dear sweet gods!
There you go. I want rid of this thing by any means necessary. Quit the shouting, can you help? No, I want rid of this thing by any means necessary.
If we managed it, we'd have a specimen of incredible rarity on our hands. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
All right, he might actually be worth something here, more than just, you know, entertainment. I also love Will in the background just getting absolutely plastered. He just absolutely does not give a damn. Dude is drinking his fill. But let's head on over to Withers over here. Who are you? He seems familiar. Is he a reference to Divinity Original Sin 2? Either way, let's find out.
Another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
I don't know who the hell you are, man. Not to be rude, but what are you? You were sorting something before. What were you doing? What kind of services can a skeleton offer? Care to explain why you're helping me, or I'd prefer if you'd leave. Yeah, care to explain why you're helping me?
Be assured, it is not by choice.
Okay. What kind of services can a skeleton offer?
A mending of the threads between life and death. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
Oh, cool. Okay. That is incredibly powerful magic. Why is it so easy for you?
Because it is my calling. There is little else to explain.
Okay. Can you help me change my class? Ah, okay. This is the guy who helps us respec. I mean, I'm fine as I am right now. Helpful. No one's dead on my side at the moment, though. Or you mentioned a cost. What is it? Yeah, I'm curious.
A matter of coin.
Oh, okay. That's not what I thought he meant. I don't think that's outrageous. And I do have that kind of gold right now. I'm not going to offend him. Services like that are worth a pretty penny, and this is actually dirt cheap. I guess I'll ask, what if I don't have that kind of gold right now?
Then I shall wait here patiently until it is acquired.
Okay. Fair enough. I shall leave then. I don't need to change my class. I don't need to bring anybody back to life or anything. Okay, sure. I don't remember. Maybe I'm forgetting because, again, I was away for, you know, a week plus. So it's very possible that I'm forgetting an interaction we had. But I feel like I would remember this guy, you know? I'm also not sure how Volo made it here. My suspicion is that when I cleared out the camp, he was able to escape and then he found us. My other suspicion is that I would have been able to speak to him at the camp, but because of the way I approached things, I ultimately, well, didn't, right? Because I snuck in and went around. I circumnavigated the area where he was. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm not going to fret too much about it. Doesn't look like there's anybody else with whom we have an urgent conversation queued up or anything like that. So I'm really quickly just going to head back out to the Emerald Grove. Or, hang on, let me just leave the camp like this, because I just want to check to make sure that I don't need to have another conversation to trigger these, like, celebrations or anything. If we go to the map over here, talk to Zevlor. So maybe I should speak to Zevlor first, and then we can go ahead and long rest. Again, I just want to make sure that I don't miss anything of particular importance, especially because I do think it's in character. You know, if Halsin indicated we should speak to Zevlor, or if circumstances otherwise indicate that we should speak to Zevlor, then I think I very much would. What is this hole? Just a random hole here and a ladder down to it. Oh, am I gonna let the curiosity get the best of me over here? Yeah, I am. How am I supposed to resist that, guys? How am I supposed to resist that? Again, this is it is in character. Perception failed. Successful. I mean, I already saw the hole, so thank you very much. Can I fit? Not doing anything. Can't use this right now, it says. Okay, can't right-click on it to examine or anything. Very weird. Alright, I guess we'll investigate it later then. That's the end of that curiosity train. Alright, over to Zevlor. Let's go. Let's go. Hurry on over. And have I given... I have not, actually. Let's make sure that the... Oh, right. I remember why I'm not using Sorrow yet, because I don't know what the associated curse potentially is. So we're going to leave that be, and we're going to head up front. And I don't think I have anything I need to trade just quite yet, so we'll leave that be for the time being. Zevlor is all the way up there. Again, I'm not sure if I should or should not be having this conversation. I don't know if this conversation is going to send him packing or something like that, but he is there to have a conversation with. Let's check really quickly. Rescue Halsin. Yeah, it says to talk to Zevlor. Also, there's no immediate danger. And answers are at Moonrise Tower. We can celebrate tonight and discuss a plan in the morning. Okay, what about rescue the refugees? Or save the refugees? Celebrating our victory, it's time to have some fun. Maybe the conversation is what will actually trigger that fun. Is he up top? He is up top. Alright, let's get going. And see what he has to say. Something important, no doubt. Let's make some room for our rest of our party.
We're ready to head to your camp. Are you?
Gotcha. Okay. Yes. Let's go there right away.
Excellent. Lead the way.
All right. Yeah, I'm glad I did that because it would be very different otherwise.
An owlbear.
What are you talking about?
Toddlers are easy.
What are you talking about? I actually should go investigate that owlbear, shouldn't I? Either way, there is a conversation with Astarion. Nothing with Shadowheart. I bet Astarion's just going to be thirsty again. Wouldn't be surprised, but he's the only one we can speak to, so let's go for it. Well, he's the only one that needs speaking to, I should say. So let's go for it.
I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here, I hate it. This is awful.
I knew he'd say that. I knew he'd say that. It was so obvious. Really, saving lives is awful, or you did a good thing, suck it up and enjoy yourself, or it's not that bad. Think of all the goblins you killed. No. Really? Saving lives is awful?
We killed some goblins to save some tieflings. The tally of lives didn't change much. But what do I get for all my hard work? A pat on the head and vinegar for wine.
I mean, fair. Take his bottle and try the wine. Whinge all you want. I'm having fun. True, the goblins would have thrown a wilder party. Quite possibly. But no, let's try the wine.
It's a heavy, rich red. Dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask?
What's your idea of a little fun? Okay, that better not mean I want to kill something. We could have fun. We could spend some quality time together. Here we go. Or knowing you, it probably is. No, what is your idea of a little fun?
By the hells. Sex, my dear. A night of passion.
Well, then go find
Not
somebody.
with you, just to be clear. I mean, can you imagine? Ugh, no.
The feeling is mutual, buddy.
Anyway, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you have someone else to sniff around.
I guess I must have upset him at some point or something, because he's significantly less thirsty now than he was a couple conversations ago. But the feeling is mutual. All right, Zevlor, let's have a conversation here, buddy.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
That's all he's got for me. We got Halsin as well.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow.
I thought you might care to have a drink with me. There's other things we could do besides talking. Whoa. What? What? Okay. It's like everyone's a potential target, it seems. But I'd like to get to know you some more now. Take your own advice, why don't you? Go on, mingle a little. Or suit yourself. No, I thought you might care to have a drink with me. He's a pretty impressive druid, and it'd be interesting to pick his brains for his wisdom, literally and metaphorically speaking.
In truth, I rarely imbibe. The stuff goes right to my head. Before you know it, I'd be breaking into song or declaring love to the first person I laid eyes on.
I failed to see the problem. I was literally thinking the same thing, words out of my mouth. I failed to see the problem.
then you have never heard me singing, which makes you very fortunate.
Alright, fair enough. Perhaps there's something else you'd rather do then? That ellipses tells me everything I need to know. We'll talk another time.
Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Alright. Anybody else to talk to? Well, we got Volo.
Aha, there you are. Come now, settle in. I do hope you have partaken of something bracing. This may well take us all night.
And by this, you mean...
Why, your naming, quite obviously. That ballad was but a crude preview, a frame without its crowning jewel. Your nom de guerre. Something iconic, but not too much of a mouthful. We don't want to exclude the common folk, after all. I intend this tale to enrapture all.
I don't want to think about a name right now. I already have a name. What about Grove Keeper? I do like that. Goblin's Bane has a nice ring to it. I didn't ask anyone to write my story, or you have something in mind, or don't you have anything of actual worth to work on? Let's see if he has something in mind. Maybe he has some cool suggestions.
Far too much. This is the very problem. If you could set aside your many triumphs, carry out one defining act, not to belittle your achievements to date, of course, but besting a dragon, a giant, a god, perhaps? I must deliberate. Go. Enjoy your evening. I shall have work for you in the days to come.
This guy, man. I mean, I'm glad to have him on board, but we'll see where that goes.
Let's make it 20.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
Couple of sort of named...
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas?
Not really, I'm not much of a bard. How about Courage? Classic song material. Have you seen this body? It would be a crime not to sing about it. Or honestly, I'd rather you didn't. Or if I hear my name in a song, your life is forfeit. No. How about Courage? Again, I feel like this kind of... It's this weird feeling for Beâr to, like, finally be noticed in this way, I guess. Because a bit of an outcast growing up, right? Being a tree-hugging dwarf. But now he's being celebrated at this scale. I'm sure he would embrace this. Yeah, how about Courage? You know, there are many songs and sagas about courage. It's classic song material.
Fitting. You're braver than half this camp combined. That deserves to be remembered.
That's kind of her. Okay, cool. I'm glad I'm actually engaging in all these conversations. At first I was like, we'll just do Zev, Lore, and Halsin, and then we'll call it a night, but I'm glad I'm having some of these conversations. You never know who's going to do what. And we'll also talk to Shadowheart and stuff as well. There's no reason not to, I think. But first, let's deal with the central party over here. Gwex?
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
I'm glad I managed to help these guys out. Roll that.
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
Hush you, and behold!
Is that it? Yeah, he would totally. Yes, absolutely.
I'll have you know, he can also make them blue.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
Fair enough.
Are Roland and Leah actually getting along? I know you cut down a horde of goblins, but this is far more impressive.
Look at them. How happy they are. We did that.
No, I did that. Me and my crew did that. Get out of here. How about the three of you? Having fun? I'm glad you stuck around. I think the booze is doing more than we did. Yeah, honestly, I feel I did all the work, but that's not fitting for Beâr. I think he'll just kind of like let that slide. Or would he? Yeah, I think he'd let that slide in the interest of his original concern with these guys. How about the three of you? Having fun?
Yeah. Don't tell Roland, but his magic show might be the highlight. He's been doing them since we were little. He'll make it big in Baldur's Gate. I know it.
Oh no. That's some foreshadowing if I've ever seen some. Let's talk to Withers over here. I doubt he'll have anything to say about the party.
Not this one. Nor this one. And this one are less worthy still.
What are you doing? Less worthy still. More riddles for my resident jester. No. What are you doing?
Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
Interesting. Will these hirelings be joining me willingly? Or is this a mind control thing?
Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
Well, you think I could trust these cultists?
Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake.
I like his performance a lot. The way he speaks is really good. I'd like to talk about the hirelings. Sure, I'm curious.
Very well.
Recruit, dismiss. Okay, this is something we can explore maybe when the going gets tough. I assume these will be like familiars or like followers who would join us in combat. I assume they're not like named characters or people who would replace our party members. So, you know what? I'd like to talk about something else. Or actually, I think I want to leave. Another option with Withers, but yeah, he doesn't seem like a party animal, so I'm not surprised he wasn't partying. Wex, did we speak to you already? No, we did not.
To beds and hearths, to dirty pubs and dwarven ale.
Best kind. All right. Shadowheart is... Well, Will and Shadowheart are the only ones left to speak to. Where is Will? Actually, hang on. Where is Will? Normally here. Will? Where you at? Oh, is that the child from earlier? I don't see Will. And nor do I see him. Oh, there he is. Okay, he is on the map. We'll find him afterwards.
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know.
I understand. Don't be so harsh on your elders, indeed, and now you owe me. That sounded dangerously close to a compliment, or what are you doing way over here? Yeah. What you doing here, buddy?
Watching a bunch of old folks get dumber by the dramful. And when they run dry, I've got a few bottles tucked away to keep things flowing. For a price, of course.
Smart kid. Smart kid. I can respect that. Pull back and find Will. Where you at, man? Oh, there he is. Couldn't see him when I came up here because I think he was just out of reach. But yeah, let's go speak to Will, then we'll speak to Shadowheart, and then we'll have a few drinks for ourselves and go to sleep.
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone.
Rude. Of course I noticed. It was no party without you. Or what exactly do you think you're doing sulking out here? Get your arse back to the party? Or are you alright now? Let's just ask him if he's alright.
No. I'm deeply proud of you. A touch less so of myself. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. These people are still in danger. Karlach, the creature from hell, will still threaten them, as will 1,000 other perils. They aren't ready to get on the road on their own.
And you don't think it's important to tell them that? Maybe? Have some faith, whatever happens, they'll survive it. So if they die, they die. That's life for you. Wow, you're right, but we need to give them hope, or we have won this day, danger is for tomorrow. The importance of hope, right? That cursed 4-letter word. You're right, but we need to give them hope.
You're good at it. You've given me some just by being here. But Off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music.
I want to dance with you. Ah. I wish you were there, but I'll respect your need for peace, or you're impossible. No, I wish you were there. He is a party member after all, right? A compatriot. But I will respect your need for peace.
Some time alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise. Still, it's a night to remember. You've made sure of that.
All right. Make our way over to Shadowheart, I suppose. And I'm actually curious if something happens if I like pull out the lute and play some music or something. But first, Shadowheart. What's going on, bud?
Everyone seems to be in high spirits.
Ah, spirits.
Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for?
Me?
Your words, not mine. But not what I mean. I mean, desperate people. Like those refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd.
Some kind of cleric she is, man. Damn, alright. Not so odd. We did the right thing. Don't get used to it. We just needed to clear the path forward, or sounds like the wine is talking. No. Not so odd. We did the right thing.
That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share a bottle with me?
Just a bottle? Yeah, let's get plastered.
It's quite a bottle. I liberated one of the finer vintages earlier. Best enjoyed someplace private, I think.
Whoa, okay. I'm down to drink. I don't know how much further this is gonna go, but yeah, sure, I'd be glad to. Again, aloof that I am.
We should wait a little while. Until the others have drifted off.
Okay, I'll find you after everyone's turned in for the night, I guess.
Best not keep me waiting. I'd prefer not to entertain myself.
Okay, this is obviously going exactly where I assumed this was going. Fair enough. I don't know how to trigger that, I suppose. I don't know how else to phrase it. Like, how do I wait for everybody else to turn in for the night, you know? Do I short rest while sitting here? Do I just trigger another conversation with Shadowheart? Or do I have something to drink? I believe the Traveler's Chest is where most of our stuff actually is. Clothing, peculiar clothing chest. Oops, I did not mean to pick that up, but what do you have in you? Oh my goodness. There we go. Bicorn, right, Cape with the Red Prince, right, all this good stuff. All this good stuff. Alright, fair enough. Put that back where I found it. Don't need to carry that with me. Thank you. What else do we have here? Drake General Die. Fire Swill. Adventurer's Pack. What's in there? Right, some frites, some haggis, stout stew. We got some potions, which I should put into my pouch, actually. Where is it? This pouch. Might as well carry these with us, right? Potion of mind reading. We got some feather fall. What else we got here? Flying. That'll be handy, I think. Animal speaking. Got plenty of those. And hill giant strength. Increase your strength to 21. Huh. Yeah, I feel like that'll come in handy. Go ahead and sort that by type, just to keep it organized. What else we got? Camp supply sack. Yeah, this will have all those sausages and all the meat and stuff that we've brought back. There we go. Grilled pork belly. 8 camp supplies. Yeah, so I'm glad I picked all that stuff up. But do we have wine? We do indeed. Can I consume alcohol? Disadvantage on dexterity and charisma checks. Okay, very well. That doesn't... disadvantage on charisma checks? I feel like it should be after a bit more wine that happens. Alright, Shadowheart, let's talk.
Don't forget our little agreement. As soon as things quiet down here...
I don't know what that means. What do I wait for? If I long rest, it'll be tomorrow morning and she'll be upset, I assume. Maybe let's talk to Zevlor again to try and try and end this party?
Go on, do your rounds. But if they hand you something purple, don't drink it. I think they got into Ethel's potions.
Okay. Maybe Halsin?
Enjoy yourself tonight. I'll come and find you in the morning so we can talk.
Yeah, I genuinely have no idea how to make this happen. If I go to bed, I feel like all I can do is a long rest. If I enter turn-based mode, I don't see any value in that. I mean, okay, let's end turn. End turn, end turn, end turn. The world moves. Does it do anything? Do people go to sleep or anything? Doesn't seem to be the case. No. Okay, so exit turn-based mode. Oh man, I wish I knew. I wish I knew.
Despite everything.
I can also control Shadowheart. What if Shadowheart has a conversation with? Okay, not an option.
Get going.
Just gonna go back. Will's gonna go back. Okay, fair enough. Otherwise, yeah, long rest. If I go to bed. Oh, hello.
You made it. Come here. Sit with me.
I would have never guessed that was the solution there, but I guess this is our conversation later on. Sit with me. What do you have in mind besides the bottle, that is? I wouldn't dream of missing it. Do you think I wouldn't show or drain the cup in one swallow? No, I wouldn't dream of missing it.
So eager. I'm surprised it took you this long. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions?
To victory, to survival, to us, to friendship. I think to victory makes sense.
Dominant, self-centered, savoring another's loss. I like it. To victory.
That is some serious psychoanalysis, man. What?
Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you.
Something about me. I'm surprised you cared. Share a little memory from growing up in Baldur's Gate, or there are other things we could do besides talk. Nope. Thank her for the wine and leave. That's hilarious. Or I could use my persuasion to say you first. No, I think I'd answer her question. I'll share a little memory from growing up in Baldur's Gate.
Seems like you truly know the city. I never got to explore it to my liking. Don't stop now. Not just as things are getting interesting.
I'm not sure what else I can say. Or your turn. I insist. A little give and take is only fair. Or we should head back. We might be missed. No. Your turn. I spoke. It's your turn. I guess I can't get guidance, right? DC 10? That should be okay, but that -1 is going to hurt. Alright, let's go for it. Use our inspiration for romance. This is we're romancing Shadowheart right now, right? I don't know how far I'm going to take this. We had this discussion in the comments a few episodes ago now with regards to like, well, if romance happens, if it evolves naturally or somewhat naturally, we'll let that happen. But I'm not going to shoehorn it into this playthrough because of, let's do a romance. I'm not going to do that. But we find ourselves in this situation because, Beâr was like, sure, you want to have a private chat and some wine afterwards? I understand. I like a bit of privacy and one-to-one, so let's do that. And now he finds himself in what is possibly going to be a very awkward situation for him. But DC 10, let's go. Nice. really worried there, honestly. Because I do want this to succeed. If we do end up pursuing a romance, I would like it to go well. Not going to shoehorn it, but if it's happening, I'd like to succeed, of course.
Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share. Where I come from, that's frowned upon.
What, you're discouraged from confiding? Talking about your feelings? Sounds lonely. Or you have me curious now, or fair enough, I didn't mean to pry. I think it'd be nice to respect her privacy. She seems to be quite the private person, right? Based on like the artifact and stuff like that as well. So sure, I didn't mean to pry.
You're sweet. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us.
Shadowheart chill.
Nearly light. The others will be awake soon.
Look into her eyes. The others can wait. I don't want this to end just yet, or we should get back then. It's either one or two over here, but I also noticed this scar on her hand. I don't know if that's like a visual glitch or something, or if that's going to be crucial further down the line, but I can't help but notice that. Yeah, sure, look into her eyes, I suppose. I look smitten, or drunk, either or, maybe both.
What?
Just check. Just checking for signs of ceramorphosis. That's brilliant. That's some good stuff. Oh god. No. Oh god. I guess you're beautiful, Shadowheart. Because that's, come on.
I know.
Wow.
But you're sweet to notice. Thank you for last night.
I hope there'll be more to come. My pleasure, or there's no need to thank me. No, I hope there'll be more to come. It's, again, we're companions, right? We're friends. It's nice to have a chat and get to know your friends and then fall asleep with them.
Me too.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
Oh god. Oh no, am I doing this? Oh man, making these decisions is always tough. An invitation in her eyes. Okay. If you want something, I think you should take it. Jeez, okay. Let the moment pass or kiss her. But Jesus Christ, that's creepy, man. Just like sneaking in from the side there. What the hell? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. All right, let's make our move here. Here we go, folks. Here we go.
That didn't hurt, did it?
Was it supposed to? A little tingle, the pain was worth it, or no, far from it? A little tingle. No, far from it.
Good to know. For the future. Let's head back, if we must.
All right.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
To Moonrise Towers, then. May the sun and stars guide us.
What's so dangerous about it? Yeah, let's not just dive into this. It's good to have some information. What's so dangerous about it? Though I was expecting more from you than a lead towards some distant, dangerous prospect. I'm not surprised, I suppose.
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls.
Sounds like I have no choice. I need to find a way through. Okay, what do you suggest? The Absolute's forces can tolerate such a place. There must be another way to cure myself, or how are you so sure Moonrise is where I have to go? Okay, no. Well, what do you suggest? Hopefully something.
You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the shadow curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Sounds rather ingenious.
Aridon and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse.
Alright, that sounds like we're going back to the Goblin Camp and chasing after the Night Song while also finding this path to the Moonrise Towers. That seems like the way to go. So how do I find this underground route? I don't want to risk getting lost in the Underdark. Yeah, that is scary, but I'll journey overland. No, I don't think so. I never thought I'd say this, but it sounds like the Underdark is the safer route. Yeah. Okay, so how do I find this underground route?
You'll need to pick it up where Aradin left off. Find the hidden entrance. It's somewhere in the Temple of Selûne.
Okay, I never thought I'd say this, but it sounds like the Underdark is the safer route.
Anything is preferable to risking the Shadow Curse. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned.
I see no problem with that. But what about the Grove? Yeah, you're going to leave it in the hands of what's-her-face? Yeah, what about the Grove?
I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her.
Okay, as long as it's not what's-her-face, you know? How couldn't Nettie take over, the one who tried to kill me? What about one of the others? Wrath, perhaps? Or who? Yeah, who?
Precisely. Who indeed? You do not know, and neither do any of the others. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence.
I can get behind that logic, yeah, absolutely. Won't this cause resentment? Maybe a little bit, but they'll get over it. Sounds like the Grove will be in good hands then. We should get going. Or a nice compliment. Very shrewd of you. Sounds like the Grove will be in good hands then. We should get going.
Indeed. We've quite the journey ahead of us.
Alright, very cool. Save the Refugees has been completed. We've got ourselves a new camp follower, I suppose. Autosave successful. And we've rescued the Druid Halsin as well. Alright, good stuff. Who is this? Halsin up over there. Okay, gotcha. Let's speak to him really quickly, just in case there's something to say here.
Oakfather's blessings to you.
I have to ask, how do you know so much about the Parasite? The Shadow Curse you spoke of, surely it can't be that bad. Secret Stronghold, must know more. At the celebration with the Tieflings before, I hope I didn't come over too strong, got caught up in the moment, or how are you faring out here at the camp, or I could just leave? I do have to ask, how do you know so much about the Parasite? Especially given what Volo mentioned earlier, last night.
I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say.
Okay. Well, I'll leave it at that. I'm sure there's more conversation to be had later. Anybody else with an exclamation mark over their heads? No, you are standing at attention there. Withers, you're fine. Will, looks like he's good. And Asterion, you're good as well. Alright, we have got our long rest. Everything's been replenished. Everyone's topped up in terms of health and everything, so that's all well and good. I guess it's time for us to leave the camp. I can't imagine anything else left to do here, so yeah, we'll leave the camp. Question is where to next. So these guys have all emptied out. Yeah, no more tieflings over here. There's Gogha still. I wonder if she has something else to say now that the tieflings have left. Let's have a good conversation with her, and then we'll make our way over to the goblin camp and try and figure out access to this mysterious place. There's other stuff en route as well, though.
Peace. Enjoy it while it lasts.
She's got nothing else to say. But yeah, there is other stuff en route. If we take a look at the map really quickly, I do want to investigate, well, there is this whole hunting down Karlak situation. There's also this yelling that we saw, and then down over here, hidden goblin stash. Ooh, did it just automatically mark all the things from that map? Because you'll recall, if we take a look at our inventory, there is the... Oh, I forgot to play music before I went to bed. I was going to play music at the party just to see what happened, but Oops. But no, where is the war map? There we go. So if we read this, forest supplies hovers over an arrow pointing to the forest just to the camp's east, beneath in small letters between the laurel. There was a caravan northwest and toll house far north. Far north. Do we have? That's the mountain pass. Okay, maybe I'm mistaken, but I don't recall this previously. So why don't we go ahead and check out the hidden goblin stash. We can also check out, well, we could see what's going on over here. This is completely grayed out. So we can check that out. We can check out what's happening at the stash over here. And I want to check out what was going on with the yelling up there. So that's all en route. There was also that mysterious, like, situation with the missing, like, cousin or whatever. Remember the two people we knocked out because they were accosting that elderly lady? So we want to check out that whole situation as well. And yes, this whole Karlak thing as well. I'm worried that we might trigger something that'll leave all this stuff behind. I want to be very careful about that, and missing stuff, obviously. So to the hidden goblin stash we go, I suppose, and then after that we can check out that yelling as well. Let me through. Thank you very much. So fast traveling is not the way to go right now because there's nowhere to fast travel. Well, let's continue on this way and head towards the nope, not there. There's the yelling. Where is the stash? Are you not marked? I guess not. That's fine. Cross the bridge and then we'll take a left. Easy enough. What's in this pouch? Some stuff to take. Thank you. Thank you. Keep moving. Scrapwood shield. I'm not going to just pick up everything we come across. I think we're past that phase of our playthrough. Got plenty of money. Oh, but look at all these traveler's chests, though. Surely they have something of value. Yes. And broken loot, hammer, spoon. No, thank you. Here. Nothing of value. Let's go. Hang on. Yeah, okay, let's go. Dead adventurers. We already checked these guys out. Again, this is where we found out about the night song or whatever, right? So we're all good here. Things to pick. Why don't we grab those? This as well. And this is the goblin camp, isn't it? Or part of it, I think. There are goblins inside. Yeah, let's stay out of there. Let's stay out of there. Let's head down this way because that's where the stash is. Can I jump down? Should be able to. Yep, pop on over there and then make our way further down. Let's go. Didn't take any damage. And again, let's try and find this stash. We're very close now. A rogue's morsel and bone caps and stuff. This is also where we engaged with that lady, is it not? Ooh, dirt mound. That must be the stash. Alright, let's go for it.
I need a shovel to dig this up. Packed too tight.
Did I seriously sell all of my shovels? Don't tell me I sold all of my shovels. That would be hilarious. In my haste to get rid of junk. God damn it, I did, didn't I? Alright. Back to the trader over here because I need a shovel. Sorry, folks. We'll be quick about this. He should still have a shovel. I can't believe I did that. I had a feeling too. So at the beginning of last session, or before I started recording the previous session, I marked a lot of stuff as wares so I could sell them easily. And then as I marked the shovel as wares, I was like, hopefully I have a shovel somewhere that I can still use. I'm pretty sure I do. I'll be fine. And now here we are. But it's okay. Buddy over here is who bought it from us. We'll get it back in no time, and then we'll make our way out again. Come on. I wish I could move faster. Come on. Come on. There we go. Over to Aaron. Give me back my shovel, buddy.
It'll take a while for us all to recover, but you've helped us take the first step.
Yeah, that's cool. I want to trade.
Of course.
Not interested in your story right now. Where is the shovel I sold you? Oh, axes, shields. Oh, there we go. Shovel. Please. 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 And I would like to buy this, please. Are you not going to sell me the shovel? Don't do this to me. He doesn't want to part ways with that shovel. Because it's worth nothing? What if I pop that on there? Oh, this isn't good. Trading mode? Where's that shovel now? Somewhere up over here, I could have sworn. Alright, this took me a lot longer to figure out than I'm proud to admit. I tried so many different things. I tried picking his pocket. I tried, like, saving and reloading. I tried a variety of things, but I finally figured out what it is. We go into the trade screen, and we should just be able to click and drag and pop it down over here. And now I've got 3 shovels, and you know what? That's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine by me. Dude's pleased with us. He's not gonna cause a ruckus or a fuss. We can close that.
May you keep balance.
I will definitely try to. And if I take a look at my inventory now, yes, I have 3 shovels. Let's go ahead and split this item. Let's send one to Shadowheart. Let's go ahead and split that again. And send one to Astarion. Sure. And that way, hopefully, I'll never make that mistake again. That was certainly a moment. Well, it was more than just a moment. Like I said, it took me a second to figure out how the hell to get around that. But hey, we're good now. Let's go ahead and, you know what, let's go ahead and... it's closest. Sure, just pop out here. I can't believe I'm fast traveling to something that's like 10 feet away. Let's make our way over. I want to at least dig that mound up. Make our way towards the yelling. And then maybe, you know, see what the situation's like there before we call it a day. Jeez. That made me... I wouldn't say it made my heart stop, but it certainly was cause for concern. It would be very unfortunate to go through a Larian CRPG without having access to shovel. That would be a shame. I also wish these guys would just kind of huff a little bit faster. Come on. Come on. Double time. Triple time. We're not encumbered or anything. You're just being slow. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Alright. There's no fast travel spot over here as far as I can tell at least, so... This is our quickest way to get here. Hop on over, please. And down to here. Let's go. And let's make our way over. Alright. Situation solved. Crisis averted. Let's start digging.
That's curious.
Oh, this is a... I'm glad we had to come back. We just found this burrow. But first, what's in this chest? Holy crap. Frostkiss Ale. Pop that into our camp. Eigerstrass Noble Rot. Over to our camp. Carafe of Wine. To our camp it goes. Arrow of Roaring Thunder. That goes over to Astarion. Arrow of Acid to Astarion. Fleet Fingers. Running jump once per turn. After the wearer dashes or takes a similar action, they can jump without using a bonus action. Dang, alright. Those are gloves? With a name like Fleet Fingers, I would assume so. Who could use that most? Once per turn after the wearer dashes or takes a similar action, they can jump without using a bonus action. I feel like Astarion, maybe? Because then he can dash, like cunning action dash, then jump, then have his remaining bonus action to maybe get like an offhand attack or something like that. Sure, let's send that to Astarion for the time being. Alchemist Fire, Potion of Animal Speaking, and Potion of Healing. Let's pop the Potion of Healing over here. Let's open up our pouch and get... Nah, that's the wrong pouch. That's not where I'm storing stuff. I'm storing stuff in this other pouch over here. Oh, not that one. This one. Yeah. Pop some of these guys over here. Let's go, and let's go. I really need to start using some of these. I have so many of them. But that's all well and good. Good stash over here. Let's also take a look at this burrow. What do you got for me over here? A backpack. Okay. Inside is plenty of gold, some silver ingots, and a scroll of chromatic orb. Alright. I'll pick these up, I suppose. And pop this over here. 3 to 24 damage. Hurl a sphere that deals 3 to 24 thunder damage, and possibly creates a surface on impact. Alternatively, choose a different type of damage. Okay. Sounds good. Again, it's a scroll, so it doesn't use any spell slots or anything. Good to have on hand. Something I should really rely on more than I've been doing so far. But that's all well and good. What else have we got going on over here? Is there anything to explore? I mean, down this way is where we had that dealing with that lady, right? That woman. The suspicious circumstances. Up this way, we got some goblins. Let's not move too far that way. Whereas, are they aggressive? Are they likely to attack us? I'm not sure. But I don't think I want to find out by diving into combat. So let's avoid their gaze. Now, how do I get up over there without going through here? That'll be a bit of a challenge. That'll be a bit of a challenge. Let's loop down this way. This is where that fighting took place. I wonder if those bodies are still down over here. We have long rested, so they should be up now, out and about, right? But yeah, that's where the swamp turned all sketch. I want to check that out. Moving up this way, they won't be able to see us. Wonder if we check that out before we check out this yelling. But I'm very curious about the yelling. Ah, butterflies. Over we go. Can I go up this way? Can't see me over here. Should be able to come around this way. Alright, looks like we're in the clear here. Be able to go up that way, hopefully. Previously we turned this way, took the bridge over to the camp. But if we keep going up this way, we should be able to figure out what all this yelling is. Keep going, holding down shift so I can see sight lines if necessary. Looking good. Looking good. Check this corner out before we move too far forward. Feel like there's something over here.
Just out of view.
No? Nothing? Mugwort, that's it. Come on, someone's got to succeed. Everyone failed that survival check? Are you for real? Dang, so I'm definitely missing something up over here. Oh well, fair enough. Yeah, we recognize that, that's for sure. Make our way back over. What's going on up over here? Still in the clear. Again, holding down shift so I can see sight lines and vision cones if necessary. Ah, there we go. Alright, we got a patrolling brawler. Go back a little bit. Don't know how far he'll come. Oh god, oh god. Fall back. Alright, so this guy's patrolling. Looks like we gotta get through them to get up over here. We couldn't jump up over there or anything like that. From over here, there doesn't seem to be a path up, so we'll have to go through these guys. He does turn around, he does leave. He's pretty slow, so I should be able to sneak past him. Looks like there's some good stuff to steal over here as well. And then, I guess we gotta go up this way. Oh god, there's a lot of them. Oh, what's happening here? I guess this was all the yelling. Alright, something's up over here. We'll find out next time, folks. This is where we're gonna call it a session. Hope you enjoyed this one. A lot of RP this session and a bit of progress with regards to getting our shovel back. But apart from that, yeah, pretty calm session. Pretty calm session. Calm before the storm, as it tends to be, right? Hope you enjoyed it, folks. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know down below by leaving a like and a comment. As always, it does make a very big difference in just letting me know what people are enjoying, letting me know what I should keep doing, what I should speed up, slow down, or how I should maybe adjust my approach. But either way, as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.